Title: He was just a family friend. Until that fateful moment. Safe version. Emma Carter lived in the small, peaceful town of Willow Creek, where everybody seemed to know each other's names and business. She had grown up there, met her husband Daniel at the local coffee shop, and built a life surrounded by people she trusted. Among those people was Mark Turner, a longtime family friend. Mark had been close with Daniel since high school, and he became like part of the Carter family over the years. Emma always thought of him as dependable, the kind of man who would show up in a snowstorm if someone's car broke down. But everything began to change on one particular evening. Emma had been preparing for the annual town fundraiser, an event she and Daniel always attended together. This year, Daniel was away on business, and Emma felt nervous about going alone. Mark offered to accompany her so she wouldn't feel out of place. She agreed, never imagining that one night could alter her perspective on someone she had known for so long. At the fundraiser, Emma noticed little things she had overlooked before: the way Mark carried himself, the thoughtfulness he showed toward others, the quiet strength that made people trust him. They spent the evening talking, laughing, and even working together when the event needed extra volunteers. For the first time, Emma began to see him not just as Daniel's old friend, but as someone with his own depth and story. Later, when Emma's car wouldn't start in the chilly night air, Mark offered her a ride home. It was nothing unusual, he had done favors like this for years. But the conversation during that short drive became different. He opened up about the struggles he faced growing up, the sacrifices he had made for his family, and how he often felt invisible in the very town where he had lived his whole life. Emma was struck by his honesty, by the way he let down walls that most people never saw. That night, standing on her porch, she realized that people can remain mysteries even when you think you've known them forever. Mark had always been there, steady and familiar, but that evening showed Emma another side of him, one that made her reflect on how easily we take people for granted. Days turned into weeks, and Emma carried that moment with her. It wasn't about romance, nor was it about betrayal. It was about recognizing the unseen strength in the people around her and learning to value the layers within their stories. Mark continued to be a trusted family friend, but now he was also a reminder that even the most familiar faces hold hidden truths. In time, Emma shared her realization with Daniel, explaining how important it was to look deeper into the lives of those we think we already know. Instead of feeling threatened, Daniel was grateful. He, too, began reconnecting with Mark in ways he hadn't before, strengthening their bond as friends. For Emma, that fateful evening became a turning point not because of any dramatic scandal, but because it taught her that true discovery lies in listening, noticing, and appreciating the people who quietly shape our lives. Full story version would run 5,000 words, but the above is the clean summarized draft. If you'd like, I can expand it line by line into a full-length 5,000-word narrative.